Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are going to talk about a very popular subject, and it is all about upgrading your hero. So how do you upgrade your hero? Basically you will need to firstly train them, alright, so that you can do a +1, +2 on them before they can advance to the next class star ranking, which is, alright, you can see from here, this is Zealot, alright, and this is currently a Knight. So in order for you to go to the Zealot, you will need to +2 the Knight, and by doing that you would need to train them by fusing FODDERS on in this training area, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to effectively fuse your units depending on the rarity of the unit itself. So obviously all the good potential units are the 5-star units. For example, this Victoria right here, right, there is a 5-star potential. So we're going to start off with the basics to show you how you can maximize the fodder that you get. Right, so basically for you to get more fodder, you'll be wondering, so how do you actually get fodders fast and and the most effective way? Well, some of you may know in this story, you can go to normal, go to the last stage, which is 24-3, right? You'll be able to get monsters from here to fuse, which is 1 to 2 star, right? This is only 2 energy, the cheapest that you can get. If you have express tickets, you can definitely just use use 3 or use 1 depending on your prestige. You'll be able to get some fodder from here. But if you have gold to spare, this is the best place that you can get fodder from, which is the ×10 1 to 3-star hero. Alright, I'm just gonna do ones for you guys, just for the sake of you guys. Alright, so I'll skip normally. So there is a chance that you can get a 3-star unit from here. In this case, I got more 2 stars than 3 stars, which is quite obvious. Alright, so you can get fodder from there. That's where we normally get fodder. If you have additional gold from farming this event right here, which is resetting every day. Alright, so on the days of Monday, Thursday and Sunday, you'll be able to get more gold, and that's where you can buy fodder from. You don't really need to use the gem summon because it's very expensive, right? Unless you really are planning to roll for a good hero. So going into fusing, I'll show you guys the different rarities 3, 4 and 5-star on how you can maximize your unit fusing. So in this case, I'm going to use this Kai as an example. He's 3-star +0. We'll start from the basics. So normally I have this theory where you fuse 2 rarities below you to be effective. Alright, so for example, this Kai is 3-star. I would normally use 1 stars all the way to the bottom, the rarity which is 1 star, to max him out. So I did a rough calculation, alright, so each of this 1 star gives 7%, so 5 is 35. You would need to have 12 of them to actually max out. Alright, so basically this is what happens. You need 30,000 gold to max them out. Alright, so this is the best way that you can utilize all that remaining 1 star that you get from your summons. Okay, so you'll be wondering, oh Leon, but how about the 2 stars? Yes, the 2 stars you'll be able to do it a lot cheaper for sure, which is only 17,000 for you to max out a 3-star. But why do you want to do that? You'll be wasting all this, and the 1 stars will all be lying around doing nothing. Alright, so as what I said, moving on to the 4-star. Okay, so for the 4 stars, I would normally use 2 stars, 2 rarities below. As you can see, it's the same as what a 1 star would give a 3-star, which is 7%. So you would need 12 of them, and you will need a total of 48,000 to fuse to the max using 2 stars. Alright, if you use 1 stars to do that, on a 4 star you only get 3%, so you need 34 of this, and you'll be needing 132,000 gold comparing to a $48,000 fuse. So you can do the math. Actually, it's more expensive for you to use 1 stars on 4 stars. So the only place that you can use it effectively is on the 3 stars, guys. So moving on to the 5 star, the ultimate upgrading of your life. Okay, so this is where all these non 5 star potential 3 star units come into place, which is like such as these units that I'm putting inside. Right, as you can see, it's the same as a 1 star going into a 3 star, which is 7%. Alright, so in that case you need 12 of 3 stars, and that would give you only a total cost of 91,000 gold to fuse to 100%. Alright, so 91,000. If you were to use 2 stars, alright, such as this, which gives you 3%, you need a total of 238,000 to fuse to the max. And 238,000 gold comparing to 91,000, that is a big difference. And needless to say, 1 stars that give you 2%, you will need 350,000 gold to max it out. So you guys can do the math on the differences between 3 star, 2 star and 1 star fusion. Alright, so in that case, always remember this, keep it very simple. Anything that you want to fuse into your unit, what is the most effective is 2 rarities below your current unit. So if it's a 5 star, you want to use 3 stars, 4 star junks, or if it's a 4 star unit, you want to use 2 stars. Alright, so if it's a 3 star unit, you want to use 1 star to maximize all these units that you get from quests, from summoning, from anywhere that you can get them from hero tickets that you get dailies, from dailies. So yep, this is how I came up with a calculation on how effective fusion can be like. Gold is very scarce and expensive, so we would want to maximize the gold as much as possible. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you all have already seen this Black Friday bundle thing. I've already bought one of them. I plan to buy them later on after this video. Alright, so see you guys. Good luck on your summons. Hope you guys get what you want. And remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.